Welcome back again, Lutka.
Hi, Vijaya.
Good to have you on. And of course, Lutka, tell me about this question we've received from one of our listeners. What really is an FOIA request? And why is it sometimes important to have that request done for an immigration case?
Yeah, we all call it FOIA. So it's a Freedom of Information Act. And, immigration lawyers, we just like to use acronyms. So we always just say FOIA, and we kind of assume everyone knows what it is. So when do you need it and why it is important? For a person, to get an immigration file, prior immigration file, and we just talked about it, so it's perfect about citizenship, how crucial it is to get prior file. Well, oftentimes people don't have it. Like they don't keep documents from years ago and they have nothing. So in order to get the documents, that would be filing Freedom of Information Act request. Now, very important, within Department of Homeland Security, there are different components, and each one has their own process, how to do the FOIA, right? So number one, it's important to understand what documents do I need and from where. We have, for example, USCIS. So when somebody's seeking a prior green card application file, that would be filing with U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. Now, we have situations where we are looking for prior visa files. So that's Department of State, because if the individual goes to the U.S. Embassy and applies for the visa, we are dealing not with USCIS, but with Department of State. So we would be filing FOIA with Department of State to obtain documents. Then when we have a client who maybe has an issue with entry documents that we don't have I-94, we don't know how the person entered, that would be CBP, Customs and Border Patrol. So that's a different component of DHS again. Then if the person might say, well, I might have been fingerprinted at the border, but I'm not sure. I don't know if I got expedited order. I was so stressed out. I just left, after all my issues. Oftentimes they don't even remember what happened. That would be OBIM. We actually have to fingerprint a person, send it, and we get report. We know whether it was voluntary departure, whether it was expedited order, or whatever it is, which is super important when we are thinking about future immigration options. We also have Department of Labor. And that comes into place when we are looking, for example, for prior documents relating to 245I. Oftentimes people don't have any documents, and this is so important. So then there is a FOIA with Department of Labor. Now, hopefully, that doesn't happen too often, but people with prior immigration deportation orders, or, they know that they had a case in immigration court, it would be EOIR. And that's important to get all of these documents if people don't have any files. And also we have ICE FOIA, so that's Immigration and Customs Enforcement. So as you can see, you have different components of Department of Homeland Security. So first you need to understand what it is that you're looking for, because if you're applying for USCIS FOIA and you're looking for entry documents, that's not too helpful. And, sometimes it pays off even to file several. So, do the USCIS, do CBP.
Multiple ones.
Exactly, and get the entire file. The good thing is that almost everyone went online, so it's all electronic. In the past, we had to send the documents. So now it's more streamlined. The processing times vary, so it's all over the place, but at least they're making it easier with, creating an account and filing it online. So if you don't have your prior immigration documents or you cannot get it from your prior attorney, this is the way to go. Just request FOIA, with whatever agency.
I didn't realize there were so many agencies and so many, but FOIA, it brings to mind you don't want the fear of missing out, so you shouldn't have FOMO.
Exactly.
So file multiple applications right there. Well, thank you, Lutka. That was excellent, and thank you for shining the light on that and providing counsel to companies